Italy pandemic's new epicenter has lessons for the world. The country's experience shows that steps to isolate the coronavirus and limit people's movement need to be put in place early, with absolute clarity, then strictly enforced. Every day you close a bit, you give up on a bit of normal life. Italy now has more than 53,000 recorded infections and more than 4,800 dead, and the rate of increase keeps growing, with more than half the cases and fatalities coming in the past week. On Saturday, officials reported 793 additional deaths, by far the largest single-day increase so far. Italy has surpassed China as the country with the highest death toll, becoming the epicenter of a shifting pandemic. The government has sent in the army to enforce the lockdown in Lombardy, the northern region at the center of the outbreak, where bodies have piled up in churches. On Friday night, the authorities tightened the nationwide lockdown, closing parks, banning outdoor activities including walking or jogging far from home. Italy's piecemeal attempts to cut it off, isolating towns first, then regions, then shutting down the country in an intentionally porous lockdown, always lagged behind the virus's lethal trajectory. Some officials gave in to magical thinking, reluctant to make painful decisions sooner. All the while, the virus fed on that complacency. Governments beyond Italy are now in danger of following the same path, repeating familiar mistakes and inviting similar calamity. But tracing the record of their actions shows missed opportunities and critical missteps. Even once the Italian government considered a universal lockdown necessary to defeat the virus, it failed to communicate the threat powerfully enough to persuade Italians to abide by the rules, which seemed riddled with loopholes. The virus had already been active in Italy for weeks by that time, experts now say, passed by people without symptoms and often mistaken for the flu. The government has argued that testing people without symptoms is a drain on resources.